Hi, I'm Bonnie Lynn Linky, your Stamping Up demonstrator, and welcome to my studio. Um, First, I want to apologize for not appearing on camera. My iPad is having a couple technical issues, so I just decided to do it with the desk shot. And also, as you noticed, there was no Facebook Live yesterday on Tuesday, and YouTube Live. The reason why is because I do have a lung infection, and the lung infection itself is bearable. It's very bearable. It just makes me really tired and everything. But the treatment for it is antibiotics. It's 3 different antibiotics, and I've been on them for 6 weeks now. I've had this lung infection that we know of since last year, but the doctor said I've probably had it for years. It's just gotten worse. And so the antibiotics, though, are because the toxicity at the levels I'm taking them and the amount I'm taking is so strong that they are making me not feel very well. Think of a bad case of the flu, just where you ache all over, your head hurts, and your nerve endings are hurting, your fingers and toes go numb. It's only worse than that. And I'm on these for at least a year, is what the doctor told me a week ago. So I'm gonna go back to recording my videos for a little while, and then after, hopefully the effects of the antibiotics will start wearing off, and I'll be able to start doing them live again sooner than not. So that's my hope. So, okay. Thank you very much for being here with me today. I appreciate it. I appreciate your support. Um, I'm making a Christmas card out of the Sophisticated Sled. I really like this stamp set. It is really nice. This is the card I'm going to make. And it's really a pretty quick and easy card to make. And because I cut 2 pieces of paper to get the design I wanted, I made a second card, this one right here. And on this one, I did some Copics on the, it's not a reef, but I'm drawing a blank, and then the cardinal. So I really like these, and I'm going to show you how to make them. So, okay, get that out of the way. Bring in some of my stuff over here. Now, just to make it easier on me, I did do some preparations ahead of time. This is my July host code. Use it, and you will get my July free card class to go, which does have one of the Sophisticated Sled cards in it. I also use the Golden Greenery and the Merriest Trees. But I cut everything out for you possible. So it's really quite easy. Okay. And if you don't have the right stamp set, like for the Merriest, not the Merriest Tree, the Golden Greenery one, if you have another Christmas stamp set with greenery, you'll be able to make it. So real simple. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm using the Winter Meadows Designer Series paper on here. Yes, that is what I'm using. And what I did is I already cut this one. I wasn't thinking, and I got ahead of myself. So I think it went this way. And then this was up here, and this was up here. Like so. So you can see how that goes. Now we need to cut the piece that I put it all on, this piece right here. Now I could have turned this over and just done it this way if I had wanted to. But, I really liked this piece of paper here, so that's why I didn't do it. So if you only want to use one piece of paper, make one card, use a double-sided paper that you like both sides and they go well together. I wanted to use this, so I am going to get my paper trimmer. And we are going to cut this. I'm sorry for the glare on my trimmer. We are going to cut this lengthwise at 2.5 inches, which would be right here. Okay, and I'm going to see if I can just hold this together. And I'm going to want to cut this one at 2 inches, which would also be 3.5 inches. So I'm going to put that right here. Because this piece of paper is 4.25 by 5.5, because it covers the whole card front. And make sure these are lined up real good. So the three, I'm going to just cut them separately. Okay, that's my sword blade. So there we go. Now I'm going to cut this one at 3.5 also. Right there. Perfect. All right. Put that underneath. And then the next thing we do is we take, I guess I got 2 card pieces. I'm only making the 1 card. We take our thick basic white, which is 8.5 by 5.5. We fold it in half, and then we want to burnish that. Now, if you like to stamp made with love or your name on the back, it's a good time to do it before you put the card together, but I'm going to wait and do mine afterwards. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to decide how we want it to go. I think I'm going to do this one opposite of how I did it last time. But the thing is, I will make another card with it, and whether I do the sled again that I showed you, or I do the skate one again, I haven't decided. Okay, now that does not go there. Let me see. If I had them on the right side, it would help. Okay, and I want those to go up on top, because if I put it down there, those little splotches are going to be covered up. So I want to put that right there like so. And then there's my trees. And they'll go right there like so. Okay, so I'm going to get me some glue. And as you see, I take my wrapper off of it. This is the glue out of the catalog. I believe it's called Tombow, but I'm not sure. But I take off the label because otherwise I just get it messy. And this is just cleaner for me. Make sure you get it down at the edge because this is covering up the whole front. So get it on the edges. There we go. I like that. And now I think more of it will show right here. So I'll do this. Oh, and I don't want to put it down there. I want to put it up here like this. So let me get the piece that goes down here. And that would be this piece right here. No, it's not that piece. Okay. It is this piece right there. And I just realized I hadn't taken a picture of this yet, but once of a friend after I have it all glued on, but I will do that to put it in the directions. And there will be a PDF that you can download from my blog, bonniestamps.com, or else you can and that one's going to go right up there, or you can print it out. So just one thing nice about using the liquid glue for this is that you can move it around some versus using the seal. If you need to shuffle it around a little bit, you can. And then we're just going to fit this piece right up here. The other side of this blue is so pretty. The side I'm putting the glue on. It was a hard choice. Actually, my husband made the choice. He likes giving his opinion. And considering everything he's going through with his cancer, I do what he likes. It's fun. Okay. So give me just a second and we'll move on to the next step. Just so I could take a picture of this and not have any problems. Okay, so now as you see, I have these 4 pieces left over. And they would go on here just like this for another card. And I will make that later on. Okay, so let's see. Now this here, it's the Greetings of the Seasons tags that I used. Let me grab those right here. These are them, and this is the tag I used. And then I embossed it with the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. Now this came out in our mini catalog last fall, and it is in the annual catalog this year. I really like this. This is a nice catalog, nice embossing folder, and you can use it, you know, for wintertime cards too. And with the winterly treetops that are coming out in the new mini catalog, which we get access to it as demonstrators in the next week. So if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator and have early access to the mini catalog, now's the perfect time to sign up to become a demonstrator. And you don't have to be active. You don't have to do videos and blogs and stuff. We have a lot of hobbyist demonstrators out there. So we're going to take that and we're going to get our dimensionals. And you guys know that I love using dimensionals, lots of them. Well, I'm only going to use 5 of them on here. And the reason why is if somebody thinks this is a cool Christmas tag or something, I want them to be able to take it off. So we are going to, oh. I got glue on my finger, so that's what the problem is. Okay, so we're just going to take this and put it wherever you think it should go on the front. There we go. Okay, and before I go any further, I want to take this, and I'm going to need a piece of red string. We don't have any red string, so I'm going to take some linen thread, and I don't need a very long piece. I'll take this much, which is longer than what I need, probably. And I'll let you see. There's my snips. So that's how long it is. Okay, and what we're going to do, I'm just going to fold it in half here because that may make it easier to do what I want to do. We're going to take the dark red, real red blend. And we're going to just color the string. There. Now, by touching it while it is still wet, I'm going to get the blend all over my fingers. Now, I have a real red, I did this for a bow also, but I already did the bow. I just wanted to show you how to do that. And so we're going to let that dry before we use it. So we'll just set that right up there. Get that out of the way for now. Go back to this. Okay, we don't need that. Okay, now we're going to put our skates together. For this, I cut my blades out of silver foil, but on the back of the foil, I put adhesive sheets. And the reason why I did that is so I can take that piece off and then it will just stick to here. So I have been doing my fingernails for years, having them dip, which I really enjoy because I got very weak fingernails. And that's why I started having it done. Well, because of the way I'm feeling, I had to just take off the polish. And so it's really weird getting used to not having the thick nails and having them be so fragile again. Oh. Now, my mom, she had nails as tough as can be. I think it was because I swam a lot. And that made them weak. Okay, so there my blades are on. Now we are going to do these red things here. My husband says they look like lobsters. They kind of do, but they're not. They're the ties. So we want to make sure that all the holes are punched out. This one had one left right in there. Okay, and we're going to take one, and we're just going to, there's a slot right there, and we're just going to push it right in that slot. There we go. And then we're going to take the other one. Both skates are the same. There's no left or right, which is kind of nice because the blades, you can put it on either one. There's no left or right blade either. So that makes it easy. You're not trying to line up what's what. So you just slip those in. Now I want to try and, oh, that has that red things that didn't pop all the way out. So let me try and get that. There we go. Get that in. Okay, I'm happy with those. Now I'm going to turn these over just like so. And I'm going to take mini dimensionals, or you can use the bigger dimensionals and just cut them down. I'm going to put one up here, and notice I'm putting it on both the red and the white. That will help hold the strings in place. And I'm putting 3 of them on here. And I'll do the same for the other one. Excuse me. And one more right over here. Okay. And now we're going to take these 2 right here. I cut these out with one of the dies from the Sophisticated Sled. These are the dies for this stamp set. And this is the die I used right here. These are my sled, my skates. These are the blades right here. And these are the lobster ties. So, so now I want to take these and I want to take a glue dot. I know, me and my glue dots. And we're going to just put a glue dot on the white one in the middle. And then we want to just kind of offset the red one a little bit so that you can see both colors. And then I'm just going to take one more glue dot. And I'm going to place it right up here over the hole in the tag. There we go. Now I want to take this piece of string that we colored. It makes it a little bit stiff. And I'm going to put my skate, thread it through the skate ties. Now let's see, I want them to go down only so far. Let's see, no, not all that way. So tie a knot in the end here, or try to. Let's see. That's a little bit further than I want it, but I'll make it work. And we're going to cut off that extra tie. I'm going to take another glue dot because I need to attach this up there. Remember, I'm going to put a bow on there, so that's okay. And let me see. Got to kind of get these untangled. And then I'm going to take the backing off the dimensionals back here. I'm going to just put that one like so. I got a dimensional backing on here. That's what I'm trying to get off. And then get my other one. I don't have my little trash can handy, so that one's off. Use that, that'll be easier. And then I'll put this one down here like so. All right. And then I took my stamp out of here, the Good Tidings, and I stamped it on a piece of 1/4 by 2-inch white cardstock. And then we're going to take a couple dimensionals. Or now we're going to use glue dots on this on second thought. I'm going to just take a couple glue dots and put this on the front. Now you can go, if you don't like doing it on a 1/4, you can go just under 3/8 of an inch and it will still look good. And just center that right down here like so. And we need the bow. I took 2 pieces of linen thread. I doubled them after I colored it. And then we're just going to put that right up here like so. Now, the only other thing that dimensional needs to get off there is some embellishments. I used the opal round assortment. I went for the navy blue. So we'll put some on here. Now you can use the red ones from the cherry cobbler and pearl berries. They are sold out of those right now. I went to order some today and or yesterday, and they were sold out. I don't know when they're going to have them back in yet. Okay, now we need to finish our inside of the card. And I need my ink for that. Now for the inside of my cards, I will sometimes use a real heavy, nice copy paper. It's like 24, 36 pounds, something like that. And I'm going to stamp from here. Let's decorate the season with happiness. And we'll just grab this one right here. Now I want to go ahead and put this on first. This is That way I can be sure to get this centered. This is just a piece of the Winter Meadows let me see, I need my silicone mat. It's a piece of the Winter Meadows Designer Series paper with the trees on it. I just wanted a strip of it down this inside. I didn't feel like stamping it with anything because, whoops, I almost put my arm in that ink. I got a little bit on there. Okay, so I just want to put this so it goes down this side right here. I know it's not that hard of a task to get it on straight. You got the edge to go against, but I managed to mess it up. There we go. And so, and I have the stamping pad underneath my paper so that I get a better stamp. The photopolymer stamps don't have any padding to them, so this will give you a better stamp. I'll just put this right here. Whoops, that's not inking my S and E of season. Okay. So we'll see how it does. And hold it for about 5 seconds or so. There we go. All right, I'm happy with that. I'm going to put the stamp out of my way so I don't hit it again. Okay, get this out of my way. Now I like to put my seal down all 4 sides of my cardstock. I just think it holds better. And I'm going to put it on a piece of Misty Moonlight cardstock. And let me do this the right way. I don't think I got my greeting stamped real good, real straight, but I'll send it to one of my brothers. Oh, okay. I had red ink on my hand, so okay. That's okay. I'll deal with it later. I may have to color a reef to put in there to cover that red ink. Okay, so do that. And then we want to put this in here like so. And what I'll do, a swag, that's what it's called. I have one right here, but I'll probably color it in blues and red and green, do the bow in blue, and I'll just put it so it covers that up. Not a problem. Or I may just hang another pair of skates right there. That will work too. So there is our card. Now I wanted to show you this, and I want to get the stamp out. This swag can be hard to color because when you stamp it and you're looking at it to color, you think, oh my, what is what? Well, what I do is I have the stamp on the block and I hold it like so that I can look at it and figure out what to color. You're not supposed to start with red when you do it. Let me see, but I'm going to. Red is supposed to be the color you use last. Now I'm just going to take and put a dot of the dark cherry cobbler on the berries. That way I know where they are. And then before I'm done, I'll do it as soon as I do this. I'll come back and I'll finish coloring them with the light real red. I just wanted to show you how to color this, being I'm showing you a card with it, but I didn't make the card for you today. So you just want to be real careful. Red, even if you have a blender pen, it's hard to get red to go back in. the lines. And that's what your blender pens are for, is to correct mistakes. But they're also for blending too, your colors, to get lighter shades or to mix a couple colors. So you just go like so. Just like that. And then you can do your leaves next. I'm not going to do all of them. But for your leaves, I like taking my dark one and I like going to the ones that are underneath and making them a little bit darker. At least, especially where they join up against this one. Like this one here, I'm not going to make the whole thing dark. I'll just make a little bit of it. And then on the inside of this one, I'll just take that line up like so. And then I'll take my light old olive and I'll just go over it. Now, on the directions, I listed all the supplies that I used for both cards. I listed the blender pens. And you'll notice, because if you look at this other card, I did a blue ribbon. I used a number of colors. I used some Misty Moonlight in it. I used some Blueberry Bushel, and I used some Azure Afternoon. I took like one from each one, and I started with the dark Misty Moonlight, and then I went to the light Blueberry Bushel, and then Azure Afternoon, I used the dark. Oh, that's Balmy Blue, I mean. So just take your time when you do it. You know, pick the easy pieces. Let me see. Like this here is my dark. Now I did use, this is Misty Moonlight, yeah. And I did take, and I just blended that in like so. And then I did, on the underneath side of the ribbon, I did use the darker color. Just like so. But then I did come back and I put a little bit of the dark in there. And then I would put some Blueberry Bushel on it, because Blueberry Bushel is what I used for the corner die cut I did right there. And then I would take some Balmy Blue on it too. So, you know, have some fun, just experiment. Whatever you do is going to look good. Just have fun doing it. And then for the inside of this card, I just did the piece of designer series paper, and I stamped Merry Christmas from the Greetings of the Season stamp set. And the sled was stamped in Night of Navy, Cardinal. The Daffodil Delight was used for the Cardinal's nose, beak. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed these two cards, that you like them. For the envelope, I'll probably, I haven't done anything yet. I'll probably do a piece of designer series paper on the back of the flap, or else I'll just emboss maybe the flap with the Snowflake Sky 3D embossing folder. So thank you much. Have a blessed week. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you. I'm not going to say when I'm going to post my next video. I'm going to try and do one a week, but we'll just see how I'm feeling. And thank you. I appreciate your support, and you're watching my video, and we'll keep at it. Thank you much. Bye.